who are the Mythbusters, Holly Pounders, and Kristen Tautinian. And between them, they have over 30 years of myth-busting experience.
So you found the Holy Grail. Yeah, it was a magnificent quest.
Busted.
Oh my god! Are you the Raven from the Raven story?
Busted.
Who even are you? No one's ever seen your face.
Okay. Busted. Brought to you live, the Mythbusters.
Hello, I'm Holly. And I'm Kristen. And on today's episode of Mythbusters, we are honored to have Rama and Sita to share their life story with us.
To get to the root of the situation, we must go back in time and start from the beginning. So Rama, what's the deal between you, your dad, and Kaki?
What do you mean? She's always been jealous.
Well, we know you're exiled. How did that make you feel?
Well, actually, I wasn't that upset about it. My dad, he was really upset, though. He's a firm believer in keeping your word, though, which is one of the things I really respect about him. So he did have to keep his promise, and he was forced to exile me. Although, my brother, which I was really surprised about, he was equally upset about his mom's decision. So he actually made a deal with me that after 14 years, I would no longer be exiled, and I could return home.
That's very honorable of your brother. So Sita, what's your perspective on this?
Well, honestly, I thought it was a mark of a hero for his father to keep his promise, because that's very honorable. But as my duty as Rama's wife, and to fulfill my dharma, I did have to follow him into the forest.
We did hear also from an anonymous source that you were living closer to your mother in the woods. How was that?
Wait, Mother, what is she talking about?
Rama, how do you not know this? This is literally the problem in our relationship. You never listen to me. You do not care about me as much as I care about you. When I was little, I was found in a field because I was born to Mother Earth and King Jonica, and that's why when I saw the deer, I was super mesmerized by it because it made me feel closer to my mom.
Are you kidding me? That's why you made me go and get you the deer?
I didn't know it was a trick.
Oh my god. Sounds a lot like Snow White and the Grimm Brothers tale. Because in a way, Sita, you kind of did this to yourself.
I know, you don't have to tell me I was the one that was kidnapped, and I had to sit by a tree for a long time. I know.
Tell me, Sita, what was it like being held captive?
Actually, that's still a sore subject. Could we not talk about it?
Alright, I think it's a good time for a commercial break. Alright, welcome back. So, Sita, let's talk about your rescue by Hanuman and Rama.
Well, I was very, very happy the day that I saw Hanuman come to rescue me. But I knew when I was first kidnapped that the only way I would be saved is if I took off my jewelry and I laid it along the path as he was dragging me, because I knew that my husband Rama would easily identify my jewelry.
And thank God she did. I was frantic trying to find her, but luckily ran into Hanuman, who was able to fly ahead and find her for me.
I didn't even believe I had been found at first because I figured it was just another trick by Ravanan, but then I made Hanuman prove to me that he was a friend of Rama's.
How did he prove it?
He showed me Rama's ring, and at that moment I knew that I had been found.
Rama, after you found Sita, do you regret the way you treated her?
Well, I was overwhelmed with emotions, and yes, I can admit I was maybe a bit harsh, but in my defense, I wasn't sure what to believe about my wife's purity.
I mean, we do understand you needed to fulfill your dharma by avenging the person who dishonored your family. But were you afraid that you couldn't take her back?
I can answer that. He was really excited to see me at first. He gave me a huge hug. But then, honestly, he was kind of an ass. And then I could see all the sorrow fill his face.
That's why I made her prove her purity to me.
And how did you prove this?
Well, in our culture, a trial by fire is not right. Well, if a woman survives trial by fire, then she is protected by the gods and therefore pure.
Sita, did you feel betrayed when Rama made you prove yourself?
Well, I completely understood him making me prove myself the first time because that's acceptable in our culture. However, when he took me back to the kingdom and the people questioned his judgment and then he made me prove myself again, that's when I decided that I was just going to leave.
Yeah, where did you end up going?
Well, I ended up begging my mother, the earth, to open up and let me come home by fulfilling my Malska.
So, we know you guys aren't together right now, but
No.
do you think you ever will be?
Maybe in another world.
Well, thanks for joining us on Mythbusters. That's all we got for today. Join us next episode. We got Hansel and Gretel.